Hello everyone, welcome back to House Julia, the next generation here on Rome 2. And you can see, things aren't going too bad. We've got these guys over here to stop these guys here from getting ahead of themselves. We might have to possibly retreat that army back and get another army from up here. On the plus side, we are due to go in here. Now, one thing I hadn't done in the options, game settings, was to, there we go, just put it on limited, so at least we know the major ones. So that should be okay. Now, we've got this army here coming to assist in the attack of Lilybaeum, which is only a matter of time. Now, what we might do is actually bring them down here so they don't attack as a navy. They come in here and then they assist the attack on Lilybaeum. So what we're going to do is just keep those guys there. In case they saunter out, we'll see what happens. We will have to deal with Egypt because Egypt's in Syracuse. We have Consentia back. We have a lot of food available to us, so that should get rid of the attrition. And we were working on buying additional areas, and our spy that was down here unfortunately snuffed it. So here is our other spy. She's making her way into the Mediterranean, and we're going to send her sort of down this area here to sniff around these areas here. Now, what I'm also thinking is it might be worth us recruiting another spy, Agrippa, what a great name, and have her scout out this area here. Now, obviously, it's sort of covered in the fog of war. We can see some of the forces. So the German Confederation is pushing through and into the areas of Armenia. So these are these areas here, Pergamon and Ephesus and Rhodes, of course. So there, the Knossos are fine in there. I would like to take Sparta back because of obviously that great big huge thing there as well, because who doesn't want a great big huge thing? Now, these guys were essentially just sitting by waiting for replenishment. Now, let's increase their shields as well. Now that gives them a little bit more sort of protection. And these guys can also have the same as well, because we've got a reasonable amount of money. And here we go. Let's upgrade the Legatus as well. So these guys are pretty hardy folks. Now what we will do is we'll just check Neapolis. See, they're at a level 4 Piscarium. Basically a massive fishmongers. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring these guys down here. Now, we've already not invaded, but we've travelled through the Egyptian territory. And then bear in mind, the Egyptian territory is sort of like, well, there. So they get pissed at us, but to be honest, let them. But what we might do is, once we've taken this area, is move them over to Sparta and take Sparta back. Because at the moment they have these sort of little encampments in our territory, which I would like to essentially end. Now, I have to say, these guys I have not attacked. Hypna, members of the Knossos, they've always been fine fellows. And let's just have a look. How do we get on with the Knossos? See, yeah, we're...
Be welcome, but may Athena strike us all dumb if we speak anything.
See, so basically, Knossos are trading and they like us. You know, they don't like the fact that we're expanding. But, you know, we haven't attacked them. I mean, it would be nice to have that area, but I'm thinking that we attack Rhodes, giving us a jump-off point into Armenian territory, which means we can start making a push in here, and then when we eventually move down into Africa and Libya and all these areas here, we can attack from two directions, and they've got the German Confederation pushing back at them from there as well. So it's going to be quite a battle. Now, these guys here, all pretty good in respect of things. Some upgrades are required. Just want to make sure that everybody is as armed and protected as they possibly can be. Now, how many armies do I have? I have 11 of 12. I might build a doggy army. Now, recently with the politics, I had to marry one of my daughters to the House of Papira. They're still at risk of succession. We'll have to wait and see. I don't have enough money to get him married as well. But we'll have to wait and see. He's a general. Let's get them morale as well. So there's this fella here, Flavus, House of Cornelia. This general here, Massilia. He's over there in Massilia, and then there's Masella. So they could do with some additional... Oh, what's this? Commander who is brave. Strategist. Let's go for the commander option. And... let's have a look. Added morale for all those guys. So, these are all things that we're adding in. And obviously, this is House Julia, my voice. This is our leader. Now, he is currently administrator. Right. Okay. Send the statesman to a troublesome province to help with administration. This will install some order. Okay, well he's based in Rome, so it's difficult to say whether or not we should move him. He is a dictator. Bit of claret and a child mascot. So, he's a pretty serious guy. So, the politics at this current moment. Loyalty breakdown. What's the breakdown here? Imperial level 5, xenophobe, government type, bigot political actions. So they're not happy with the political actions. Now, let's see. But I've got them all as generals. And he's one of the generals in Consentia, so... this is one of our fellows. I think it might be that guy, yeah. So... we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So... let's keep those guys there. Wait for these guys to arrive, as they're going to come in landing on the beach, and then assist in taking back Lilybaeum. Then, after they've taken Lilybaeum, we'll move them to Sparta, and then we'll move them over to Armenian areas. So, let's continue. Oh, skills. Okay, so let's have a look to see which of our fine fellows has additional skills. Gnaeus Vesalius Gracchus. Wow, what a name. The old Gracchi brothers were killed during the Roman Republic, if I remember rightly, by senators, or at least supporters of senators. clubbed them to death in the on the floor of the forum, from what I remember. Gotta love hardcore history. God damn, that program's so good. Massive shout out to Dan Carlin. And a massive shout out to a lovely cup of tea. So here are the germs. Sniffing around. Interesting.
I bring word.
Okay.
That my lord looks. Your wisdom in this matter is a crit.
We'll give them a peace treaty until we attack them. We don't need to worry about them. It means that they also then won't attack us while we consolidate our forces.
My lord is willing to lay down.
Not a chance. Not a bloody chance in hell. You attacked me, I will not finish until you are wiped out. Oh man, that's a good cup of tea. So, warming as well. I can feel the warmth just travelling down the body. It's really nice. Military sabotage? No, no. I will not have it. Have it. I will. Oh, God. Really? Oh, for God's sake. Now what? Secessionist bastards. Now. We could. See. We've got 31, they've got 30. That could lose us too many senators. Okay. Let's spread some rumors. Right. Now. We can't secure promotion for them. Now. God, this guy takes a long while to row, doesn't he? Screw it.
Ready for battle. Besieging the settlement.
Let's go kill them all. Now, they've got some horse. We don't really have much cavalry. They're spearmen horse or javelin horsemen. Some archers, but we have a majority of foot troops. Let's wait until it's dry. There we go. So, the spearmen out front. Oh, come on, guys. Make a straight line, for God's sake. Thank you. And then, behind them, we shall have our brave soldiers. And then the missile infantry can throw over their heads. And the legatus remains at the rear. So, there is our target. Oh goodness, they're arriving in boats. How lovely.
By Jupiter, rarely have I felt so confident before a battle.
Let's move the boys forwards.
At the double. For the gods.
Let's just have them walk. No point wearing the lads out. Now, where are they moving to? Oh, that's interesting. Let's get them
In the name of Rome. Forward.
over there.
Quickly now.
In walking speed, guys. Walking speed.
For the gods, in service to Rome.
Where are they? Are they coming all the way round? Oh, this may be too nice. The only thing is, I can't think of a way to turn it.
Hail, riders at the double! In service to Rome, happy to serve Rome.
That's the only thing, is I'm not aware of a way. If you guys are aware that you can actually rotate the great big blob.
Advance at speed.
So, let's get spears out there first.
Double time. Legionary cohort. Double time. Velites. At speed.
There we go. Oh, they're going to land there. Well, in that case, let's...
Happy to serve Rome. At the double. Roma Invicta.
No, we wanted the whole lot. Damn it.
Commander, at your service. Velites. For Rome.
Come on, fellas. Hello, boys. What we might do then is send this guy in and have a sniff around here.
Advance at speed.
Legionary cohort.
Get them. There we go, they're broken.
Troops awaiting orders. Quick march! At speed!
Get them over there.
March!
Cover all of those fellows.
Legionary cohort!
And we'll get a legionary cohort in there to assist. But we'll make those guys run. Sorry, fellas. Right, let's get all of these guys
Missile infantry.
Ready and waiting.
and give them flaming shot
Take aim.
onto there. Because then hopefully we can burn the ships, which would be nice.
Our general is under attack.
What? Wait, oh my goodness. Come back, Jen. Come back, General. Damn it. Not a smart move. Never mind. There we go.
Velites.
They all seem to be on fire.
Missile infantry at your command. Victory for Rome!
Let's get all that lot set on fire as well. Yeah, they seem pretty dead. But the point is we need to leave. And we need to collect a section of these guys. Move them over there. And we're going to leave 3 of these guys there.
In service to Rome!
And these guys are going to stay here to force them to get off. Now, if we can get an army sort of going in here, and in here, we might be in a good situation.
Romans ready
And
for
we'll get
duty.
those guys in Testudo.
Legionary cohort. Missiles ready and waiting.
So, here's the legionaries. If we take 3 of them and send them here, and then we'll take 3 more and march them to here,
Service to Rome.
and then 3 more and march them there,
For the gods. Melee infantry ready.
and then 2 down the center.
For Rome. Jupiter gives us strength.
These guys,
Cohort.
damn it,
Ready. Attacking Testudo. Proud Romans all. Form Testudo and attack. Move out.
let's get those guys out of the way, and these guys will be protected from this lot. At least we hope so. So, let's make sure our general stays over here.
Melee infantry ready.
Now, when it came to strategic games, I was always sort of attack from multiple sides at the same time with maximum effect. I used to do that in Red Alert. Now, the only drawback is this is going to be a problem for later, because I may not have enough ammo left. And I can't really get the guys out there. Skirmishers, cavalry, horse cav, we'll see.
Jupiter gives us strength.
Yes, he does.
In the name of Rome. Ready for orders. Cohors parati. Romans ready for duty. Sic Domine. Melee infantry at
Actually,
your
what we'll do is we'll take
service.
these 2 and move them there.
At the double.
Who's taking arrow fire? Oh, here we go.
Romans ready for duty.
Let's get these guys into an attacking testudo because of these guys. Now, what we will do
Your orders?
is we'll get these guys to block this route. Like that.
Proud Romans all. Quick march. Follow me.
Come on, lads.
Orders. Move out. Legionary cohort. At speed. Advance at speed.
Diggerlace!
Bring those guys up as well. Whoops, no.
Velites!
Velites only, I think.
Quick march! Sons of Mars! Melee infantry ready! On Testudo and attack! Diggerlace! Spear infantry ready! Legionary cohort! At the double! Legionary cohort!
Let's get in there, boys.
Ready for orders! Engage! Velites! Loose! Melee infantry! For glory!
Get them, boys.
Ready for duty! Forward! Yours to command! Engage! Sons of Mars! Attacking Testudo! For glory!
Okay.
Legionary cohort!
Snap one of these guys off to attack that lot.
Romans ready for duty!
Actually, we'll focus on that lot there.
Ready! Front forward! Ready for orders! Legionary cohort! Melee infantry at your command!
Oh, they got a mob. This should be somewhat amusing.
Sons of Mars! Engage! To charge! Legionary cohort! On at the double! Charge! Proud Romans all!
Bring them in here.
Velites!
Right, let's send these boys back to these fellows.
Let's through! Proud Romans all! Legionary cohort! Diggerlace!
They're fine. Look at these beautiful ships, man.
Velites!
Low on ammo. Not good.
Melee troops! Marching order! By your command! For Rome!
Get them all in formation. Have them there ready.
Brave Romans to a man! Rome is mother to us all! We await your command!
Let's give them a target to aim for, shall we?
Legionary cohort! Prepare to attack! Form Testudo!
Those beautiful shields. Look at that.
Infantry at your command. In service to Rome.
Oh, hello.
Glory to Rome.
Let's continue and finish them off.
Legionary cohort. Follow me. For the guards. Advance at speed. Sons of Mars. Legionary cohort. By your
Slaughter them all, please.
Jupiter gives us strength.
Yeah, you know what? You guys can stop.
Holtzman pressing this button. Tribunus!
Let's get the Tribune. Finishing him off. I don't want any survivors.
Legionary cohorts! Forward!
Come on, Tribune.
Melee troops! General!
Oh, random wildlife. Hello, random wildlife. Oh dear.
Legatus! Romans ready for duty! Legatus! In the name of Rome! Invaders, advance!
Let's get everybody to just stop.
Sons of Mars!
And let's let Legatus have a bit of fun.
Stand aside! I was on you dogs! General! Mandata Tua!
Come on. Chop them into fish bait, lads.
Victory for Rome!
Oh, he's a bit bloody. Oh, poked him in the face.
Attack for Rome!
It's like bowling. Bowling for Persians. That'll do. He only lost 143 men, 2 of which to friendly fire, so that's not too bad. Can't really complain. Under the circumstances. Although I did say I like to attack all at once, and then I went ahead and didn't attack all at once. Because I'm actually an idiot.
At your command.
And Lillebeum is ours again. So, let's make it a... Let's make it a farming settlement. With fish. And seeds. We'll just finish that one off, and then we'll make it a cohort barracks. So, Egypt must be crapping themselves because it's only a matter of time before we have to deal with them. Now, what we're going to do is these two boys here. Oh, look at that.
We hunger for battle.
Let's deal with him, shall we?
Knife in the ribs, perhaps.
And the enemy's down.
Success,
Good lad.
as you command.
So, they can't go anywhere for the moment. But, we will... Oh, God, really? Oh, God, okay. Apollonia we'll have to take back. Because I do not like the idea of them sitting there. And there is a spy from Egypt in Brundisium. So let's send this one back. And we'll send this one back to here. And then we'll send him back to there later. So, generally speaking, not too bad. Now, Epidamnos belongs to Egypt. And obviously there's Sparta, which we need to get rid of. So I think we're going to go for that one next, and then we'll go down to Sparta. Because we'll be able to go through Athens. That shouldn't be a problem, because if I remember rightly, Athens is our client state and currently big friends. We're trading with pretty much most people. Let's trade with these guys.
Greetings, my friend.
Hello.
You have my ear.
Good.
I accept.
Even though you don't have a lot of earth available to make things to trade, but you know, whatever. Not massively fussed. Now, where can we land? See, I'm thinking that landing might be possible here, and then make our way through here down to Apollonia. But that is a full stacker army. But it also means we might need to get
Ready for battle.
a lovely spy here, firstly. Down this way. So let's send her out. And let's get the other army in Rome.
Ready for battle.
There we go. So what we'll do is we'll get this guy down to Brundisium.
Commander.
And then we'll leave our head guy in Rome. Now, let's see. Can we see? We're building a gladiator school in Rome, which is good. Because that will enable us to build a Circus Maximus, which will be rather nice. Now, the idea is to get that guy there so that these two guys can then move over to Delminium, sort of zip across there, and we won't leave Brundisium open. That guy's going to go back into the army. Over there, these guys are doing okay. Let's get these guys upgraded as well. We can only get upgrade a few. So, we don't have to worry about Libya, because if I remember rightly, I think we're on good terms with Libya. Yeah, we're trading with them. They don't like us, but, you know, predominantly it's cultural expansion, military actions against Egypt. Yeah, whatever. You know, it's just one of those unfortunate things. Egypt attacked me first, and so I defended myself. And if you don't like that, that's not my problem. But it potentially could be my problem if it turns out that they are seriously unhappy with the situation. So, Massilia, yeah, more food being built. Verdigala, we don't have enough money because that's like 2,500. It's a 3, we don't have enough for that, that's 2,500 as well. Here's the British Confederation, and these are the guys who keep sniffing around here. Which is where this poor sod is sat to essentially deal with any issues that might occur. By which I mean, in case the Britons, the Caledonians, get ideas about pushing into France and Belgica and Celtica and Aquitania, places like that, which would then essentially cause another front in that direction, which I don't really want in an ideal situation. We do have Mauritania. There's our spy also making her way in. So we're going to have another spy available to us, which would be good. And she will sort of, you know, go up here and sniff around this area. We'll probably get her into Africa, actually. Let's just check that. let's get her. Oh, get her. Into this area here. Like that. And so we'll use her to scout out the Earth area. This area here. And we'll use our other girl to sort of move up here and scout out this area. So as you can see, Armenia's pretty big. It's a problem. The German Confederation are pushing back at them. And we want to essentially use Rhodes as a jumping off point to then start battering Armenia. But it doesn't help that Armenia have now taken Apollonia, which is just by the heel of Italy. And I want to essentially deal with that problem. So anyway, that has been Rogue 2, House Julia, The Next Generation. We'll see you for the next one.